Hello, this is Mrs. Ross, and this is lesson 78, practice set and starred problems. It says this is the page in the book that corresponds to this lesson, and it says you're going to need a highlighter for this, but we're doing this digitally, so not really. Okay. You probably will need it for when we do it on paper. So, on a number line, it says graph all the numbers less than 2. So let's see. So here's 2. So since this doesn't include 2, I'm going to use an open dot. That means, hey, this doesn't include 2 and less than 2. Let's see, 1 is less than 2. 3 is more than 2. So we're going to go this away. I'm going to attempt to highlight with pen. We're going to go this way, and we're going to put an arrow on the end. And that's going to be all the numbers less than 2. Let's pick a different color. And B says, graph all the numbers greater than or equal to 1. So we're going to do this down here. Oh, there's a beeping. Okay. So here's 1. And since it says equal to, I'm going to close it up. There's my dot. Greater than 1. Let's see. 2 is greater than 1. So I'm going to go this direction. And highlight that, and then I put my arrow because it goes on forever that direction. Yay. Okay. Hopefully you're kind of understanding what they're wanting you to do. So now we're going to graph these inequalities. Now this is exactly what we did on the first page, so don't let this big ugly word be scary. And we're going to do this on, let's see, we'll do C here. So what I have here is x is less than or equal to -1. Since it has this equal to sign, I'm going to go to -1, I'm going to draw my circle, and I'm going to fill it in because it has the equal to sign. And then what I do is I look at the direction of this arrow, and it's going that way. So I'm going to highlight in that direction. Put my arrow here. Okay, let me pick a different color. Let's see if yellow shows up. So this one says x is greater than -1, but it doesn't have the equal. So let's see, -1 is here. So I leave that open because it doesn't have the equals. And then this arrow is going that direction. So I'm going to start here at this open circle and highlight this direction. And that's what that looks like. Okay. E says, I'm going to have to not use yellow because I cannot see it when I'm not. I just lost it again. Where are you? There we go. Okay. Says, what is the difference in meaning between a dot and an empty circle? So a dot is a filled in dot. That means there's an equal sign, or it either looks like this or it looks like this. And an empty circle looks like this. That means it's just either this or that. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. More beeping. Alright, let's do some starred problems. It says if 4 cartons are needed to pack 30 paperback books, how many cartons are needed to pack 75 paperback books? So I'm going to use a case 1, case 2 ratio box here. I'm going to hum my alma mater fight song while I do it. Let's see, so this is cartons, and this is books. So my first case is 4 cartons for 30 books, and then it says how many cartons, we don't know, for 75. So in the Dora the Explorer method, we have our ratio box, and we make our proportion, and we cross multiply. Again, my suggestion is that if you haven't already paused the video to see if you can solve this yourself, that you try and solve these yourself and then check them with the answers that, oops, sorry, I'm trying to talk and multiply, that's not going to work. Check them with the answers that I get, and then you can see step by step how I solve the problem. So we're going to need 10 cartons. Oh, this is one of the ones we did before. Okay, so A says x is greater than 2. So am I going to need an open circle or a closed circle? I'm going to need an open circle. It doesn't have an equals. And then this arrow tells me which direction I need to highlight. So I'm going to highlight this way. Okay. All right. Let me get a different color for B. Let's try orange. Okay. So this one says x is less than or equal to 1. So since it's less than or equal to 1, do I fill it in or do I keep it open? I fill it in because it says equal to. And if I look at this, this arrow tells me which direction to go. I'm going to fill in this way, put my arrow on the end. Yay. Okay. Let's change colors because this one's hard to see. Alright, here I have 42 is 7/10 of what number? So I have my is over of. I know 42 is, I know x is what number, equal to 7/10. So you can see when I have a fraction, I just plug that puppy in. Okay, then I'm going to have to, oh, hold on a minute. So we're going to cross multiply here. We have 7x is equal to 42 times 10. 7x is equal to 420 divided by 7. X is equal to 60. Alright, let's change colors. 150%. So that's 150 per 100. Of what number is 600? So is over of. Oh, no, that goes down there. That's my of. Is 600, sorry. Then we're going to cross multiply. I have 150x is equal to 600 times 100. 150x, okay, divided by 150. X is equal to there we go. Alright, next problem. Don't know why it's so large, but 40 is what percent? So what percent is what over 100 is over of. 40 is the is. 50 is the of. Let's cross, that's a 50. Cross multiply. 50x is 4,000. And that's 80. So that's 80% because that's what they asked for right here. Alright, let's change colors and do these problems down here. Just remember your rules. I'm not going to write them down. What I suggest is that you pause this video and try to do these yourself. See if you get the same answers that I do. If not, you'll see and hear the rationale behind it. So I have a negative 4.5 divided by a positive 9, which gives me a negative 0.5 because these are not the same sign. These are the same sign, so I'm going to get a positive. That's 2.4 divided by 0.6, positive 4. Here I have a positive 15 times a negative 20. It's going to give me a negative 300. And here I have a negative 15 times a negative 12, which is going to give me a positive 180. Did you get them right? Okay. This one we've worked these types out before. You're welcome to pause and see if you can't get this one on your own. We're going to popcorn this. So this is 3 times 83 plus 1 is 250 divided by 3 divided by 100. So this is 250 over 3 divided by 100. We're going to keep change flip. 50 over 3 times 1 over 100. I get 250 over 300. or 25 over 30. I'm going to divide by 5. I get 5 over 6. Let's change colors and do 17. On one wall of his room, Quan has a window shaped like a trapezoid with the dimensions shown. Estimate the area. So go ahead and pause this. If you have the area of a trapezoid formula, you can fill in the blanks. See if you can get this one right. So this is approximately 20. This is approximately 24. And this is approximately 30. So we know that the formula for the area of a trapezoid is 1/2 base 1 plus base 2 times height. This is going to be my base 1, base 2, height, 1/2, 20 plus 30 times 24, 1/2, 50 times 24, which is 25 times 24, 600. Did you get it? Okay. 18. A box of tissues is 24 centimeters long, 12 centimeters wide, and 10 centimeters tall. Draw the box and find its volume. It says I'm not doing 18, I just need the dimensions for 19. So I'm going to do my best to draw a box of tissues. You should be able to find volume with length times width times height, which is 24 times 12 times 10, which is 2880. And then this says draw the box, and the problem is if it were cut open and folded with 6 faces flat. Let's not do that one. They're asking you to draw a net, and that's not something you're going to be often asked to do. 22. So we're going to subtract 8.7 from both sides, keeping in mind that we're just going to solve this. We don't need to go back and check it because that confuses you guys. So then we have m is equal to 10.25 minus 8.7, which is 1.55. Okay. Here I'm going to divide. So I have y is equal to 48.3 divided by 0.7, which is 69. And then over here I'm going to have to multiply by the reciprocal. Oh, it's 3/4. Let me erase that. So this cancels and I get W equals 36 times 3 over 1 times 4. 108 over 4. 27. Alright, let's see what else we've got. Oh boy, let's see if we can get this one done. Okay, so let's see. This is going to be 4 times 4, which is 16. Plus 10. This is 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. Minus 3 times, this is 2. This, minus 6. Okay, so you can see where everything comes from. Okay, 16 plus 10, 8 minus, I'm going to go ahead and multiply this, minus 6. And then I have 16 plus 10 times 2 minus 6. I think I'm missing a... Yeah, I am. Sorry. This goes like this. So this has to happen first. So then I have 16 plus 20 with my chocolate chips. And then 36 minus 6, which gives me 30. Did you get it? Alright, that's the last one. Let me know if you have any questions.